Marhaba ya Shabab. Welcome to a new video. In the previous video, we set up the Slack webhook in our and added the Slack webhook in our GitHub secrets repository. And now we can move on with the configuration of the pipeline. So, yalla, let's start. So we are adding another step here. Just make sure you are inlined correctly, and we will name this step now checkout repository. Now we have to check out the repository. So basically the pipeline needs to check it out repository. So it uses the checkout action. So it's actions slash checkout. And which version? It's version 3.5.1. Okay, okay, so nice. And as I said, you find all the things here in marketplaces. Just go to actions. Just say, let's say checkout. This is the one I added. This is the one. And as you can see here, you have some versions. If you want to use it, the name you can define, and it's this one, actions checkout at v3.1. As you can see, it's this one. Now let's add another step to validate the Gradle wrapper, validate, I don't want the capital letters, validate Gradle wrapper. Okay. Uses Gradle wrapper not slash dash validation. I don't know if you notice, but every time I say dash, I want to say slash. Wrapper dash validation dash action, and now the version. I want to always type out the version, so v10.6, and make sure the Gradle wrapper, I don't know if you know, so I'll tell you this right now. The Gradle wrapper is very important to provide a build environment. So basically what it does, it ensures that everyone uses the same Gradle version. And you can, then another really important thing is you have in your folder, like if you open your folder, here you have the folder inside Gradle. There's the wrapper, the Gradle-wrapper.jar. This is very important. Make sure you commit it and make sure it's not in your git ignore. It was once in my git ignore file and I couldn't run the pipeline. So make sure in your, just copy the name, copy, search for it. As you can see, it's not committed. It's committed, it's not ignored. That's what I want to say. Make sure it's committed, because you need to commit it to provide a proper build environment for the Gradle version. Okay, that's good. Now we added the checkout for repository to validate the Gradle repo step. Next step is the super linter. We want to run the super linter. What a linter does, it checks your code for if it's properly formatted, if you have code duplication and so on. So, and this I will call run super linter. So, okay. Say uses here on GitHub / super minus linter, and this is using version 4.10.1. Okay. I always make sure that I'm using a proper version because I know it's best practice. and it needs some environment variables. It needs the GitHub token. So let's say GitHub underscore token. So you always provide secret like this, dollar curly braces, and inside the curly braces again curly braces, and we access our secrets. It is the GitHub token. I can just copy it. So okay, and oh gosh, I have a typo. Now, okay, this, for instance, this secret, you don't have to specify it in your GitHub repository. This will be automatically added to the GitHub Actions pipeline because it's a GitHub token. You don't have to specify it somewhere. It's provided by the GitHub repository because you're on GitHub. Makes sense, right? But we want to exclude some validations. So validate underscore markdown, say false. I don't want to validate some markdown files like this help, or later when I add the README, I don't want it to get validated because it's just unnecessary. Why should you look for the formatting of a markdown file? Same for SQL, SQL of, okay. This is for the like for instance for the testing, we have a test minus data SQL file. Why you should validate this? I mean, it's just for testing, it's not production. And yeah, this looks good for now. We are adding again a Slack notification, I would say, after this is done. So we know the super linter is done, but this Slack notification is quite long, so I will just copy it. So this is the super linter notification. So, okay, copy it. And this notification will just tell, okay, that the linter is done, super linter finished. Heavy check mark, yes, nice, nice. Latif بالعربي, if you pronounce it properly. And this is how it's written in Arabic. Okay. The next step would be to log in on Docker Hub. So, again, okay, now I'm properly aligned. Name, log into Docker Hub. Okay, it uses following action docker docker login minus action, and it's version 2.1.0, and this needs some environment not with. Yes, it needs some environment, not environment variables, but it needs secrets. It needs, of course, the username, and it needs the password for the Docker Hub of username. So as you can see, I'm not very good at multitasking, explaining, and typing. Secrets dot, I will call it Docker username, and let's copy this. But this is password, and of course this will be also password. And I have again a typo. Oh gosh. So pressing Alt Shift and placing the cursor. So now it's good. Okay. Now what you have to do is take this username and go again to your, this is my GitHub repository. I go to settings. I go again to secrets and variables, then to actions. Here we have our Slack underscore webhook underscore URL secret, new repository secret, add your Docker username. I just type your test, but you type please your real username. Add secret. And then what we said, we have the Docker password, copy, new repository secret, add again, password. That's not my real password, but it's okay. And yeah, add your Docker password, your real Docker password, add secret. And yeah, then you have this one here. And the next thing is we will add the Slack notification again. So basically what we need to do is Docker Hub Slack notification. Here it is. We are going to add another Slack notification. So paste. So this Slack notification gets triggered when the login on Docker Hub went successful. So, and it says Docker Hub login, log, it's a log emoji, okay, طيب, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's good. So the next thing what we are going to do is to pushing to Docker, the Docker Hub. Okay, build and push Docker Hub. Okay, so the name again, it's build and push to Docker Hub. Or let's say Docker image. We're pushing the image building. We're building and pushing the Docker image. So users, again, Docker, as you might guessed, build dash push dash action, and it's quite new, version 4.0.0. Okay, that's good. Type, okay. And here we say with push needs to be true, otherwise it fails. And now we have to give it a tag. Now we can tag our image. This is something you can freely choose. I will, of course, take my, I mean, it needs to be your Docker Hub username and so on. Let me just show it to you. I'm still on Docker Hub, sign in. Now I'm signed in. So it needs to be, when you go to a profile, I already have some Docker, a Docker image from the medium.com article. So this needs to be first. So just copy this one, from your profile, just a name for the tag. And then the next part, you can freely choose for your own what you want to name it. I will name it task app API dash YouTube, so I can distinguish it from medium.com. We say it's latest. Normally would tag give it a proper version name, your images, but I'm too lazy for it now. You can also configure it from your pipeline, but maybe in another tutorial. So task dash app dash API dash YouTube and colon latest. And now we say the context, it's the current directory, so context and then the dot. Okay, and the last thing for the build job, I will add it here as well, is another Slack notification, as you might already guessed it. And here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is. My God, and I can't copy anymore. Okay. So, okay, this is now done, but I have to adapt it. As you can see, it uses the form from medium.com. I will just copy paste and properly edit it. So I say replace, and that should be it. Yes. Here dash YouTube. Okay, nice. Okay, now we have a Slack notification as well when the build and push of the image was successful. And that's it for this video, I would say. In the next video, I mean, we finished, congratulations, we finished one job, we finished the build job. In the next video, we are going to add the second job, which is the deploy job, of course. So, see you in the next video. Ila liqa ya shabab.